What's up, guys? It's me, Steven Contreras. I'm a port driver. Fuck, man, stop looking at my hair's even falling. I'm a port driver. I've been doing this about a year. And, yeah, man, today's nice, sunny, it's hot. Right here, we're gonna pick up my spots, like right there where the truck is, or a little bit ahead. Um, yeah, I'm gonna here to pick up a 40-foot container. But just the crane operator is not working. The guider's here, but still waiting on the crane operator. Taking forever, yo. But yeah, man, I've been truck driving for about 3 years. Um, oh my bad, it's freaking glare. Trying to get comfortable. Yeah, I started off with the Sierra England. Um, was it like 2015 or whatever, 16. I went there, I didn't have no money, so I went with the program, the schooling. Schooling's good. Teach you a lot of things, and they show you how to drive, park, they help you pass the test, and I did it. Everything was hard, but I did it first try. It was tough, but, I did it all. And started working for them. I went everywhere. I went to Florida. I went to Washington, Oregon, Arizona, and out here in California. Just did a lot of trips to Florida, a lot of trips to Washington, Utah. Drove in the snow, learned how to drive in the snow. I'm out here from Southern California. Never drove in the snow. I've seen the snow up here in the mountains, Southern California, San Diego Mountains, San Bernardino Mountains, Big Bear, out there in San Diego, Cuyamaca, and but I never drove in the snow. And I was like, when my trainer put me to drive, I started on the 10 in Texas in Van Horn. Yeah, I think that's called. Yeah. But before we got there, he was driving at night, so he got all the snow from, what is it, like the 20 in Arizona into New Mexico. It was snowing, and I got up part of the night, help him take off snow off the windshield. He was driving, but just let the wipers do it. And he drove, whatever. And I was like, fuck, man. I was just looking, I was amazed, but like I knew I was gonna be next to drive, so went back to bed, went to sleep, and I just told him, well, I never drove in snow. And I told him, he's like, just don't worry about it, just take it easy. Gas pedal, you need to use it. The brakes, not really. Just drive slow, just go like 30, 20 miles per hour. Just don't do any erratic moves. Don't press the brakes hard, just press it gently. On bridges, just coast it. And I did that, it's fine. I had the 4x4 on, and and he's always telling me, just make sure your trailer doesn't start sliding. If you see your trailer sliding to your left, give her some gas. And yeah, that never happened. I drove, and I learned how to do it, and it wasn't bad. Just I was like, in my mind, I was like, I'm learning how to drive in the snow first time, but in a semi, and I thought, I was like, shit, dude, this is gonna be crazy. It wasn't bad. And yeah, like with that guy, that trainer, I went to Florida like an entire month or two. So I did that, and it was from downtown Los Angeles to Florida to Hialeah, and it's like 20 minutes away from Miami. So I did that for 2 months basically. And I came back and did my test that you gotta do when you come back, and passed it. And I started, you know what? I don't drive by myself. I don't want to go with anybody else. So I did that. I went to Utah, Washington, parts of California, and I did that for a couple months. Then they put me with somebody else because they told me, oh, it's gonna be more pay. So I did it, and basically went to Washington a bunch of times, then upstate, and we realized, you know what? They're just having us going from Washington to California, from Northern California to Washington, and we wanted to go home, but they wouldn't give us that, so we just, fuck it, we know we're not gonna do it. And then once we told them, all right, they gave us a good schedule, come back, come home, spend the weekend. But yeah, after that, I went on my own again, and that's when I got in trouble. I was speeding. I was leaving Oregon, going to Idaho. I was going like 70, 80, and I was coming down this hill, about to cross, and I guess Highway Patrol caught me in a speed radar, and they said, hey, I was going like 75 at the time when he got me, and I was like, I'm not going to bullshit this guy. He's like, did you see the speed limit? Something wrong with your truck? Why are you going so fast? And I was like, well, you know what? I saw the speed limits. Nothing wrong with my truck. I was just going with it. I was just catching speed. That's it. And I didn't bullshit him. I didn't want to lie to, I could get more in trouble. So he was cool. He gave me a ticket. It wasn't that expensive. I was just thankful I didn't get a speeding ticket out here in California because it would have been bad. Then I had to report that to my company. I got a speeding ticket, and fuck, it's hot in here. Yeah, and they pretty much told me, I couldn't be with the company. Maybe if I would not reported, I would still been working there. But I was kind of glad I did because I want to go back home, be with my family in the every day, every weekend, be with my girlfriend, stuff. I was with my girlfriend since high school, and I was trying to make a living, trying to do my part, and I did that. Man, it's fucking hot out here. We have a heat wave going on right now, and I got a job, a local job. It took me like a month or two to get a job because out here in Southern California, it's so hard to get a job for a local truck driver. They don't care if you have OTR. It doesn't impress them at all. So basically, I applied to like 20, 30 companies. I swear. And by the time one company got to me, I was talking to them, and I went, signed papers, and they said, you know what, we're going to start you off in a van, like a minivan, delivering food. And I was like, wait, I have a Class A, I got to get more experience. Like, no, but we're going to start you off like that. So then I was like, nah, man. And, that's what I told myself. And I guess I was going to start like in a week. Well, by that time, another company got to me, and I guess they're based out of LA, but their company is near where I live, up here. I live in Riverside, but the yard is in Chino. And they got to me, and they told me if I wanted to work for them, it was local work. I had to unload the trailers, but you can get a job and get experience. I was like, fuck it, let's do it. It's Class A. I was using their 53s, the 48 footers, 20 footers, and flatbed. I did flatbed too with them, and I was there with them for a year. I would just get paid whatever I would work, and that's why I think I didn't like that there wasn't much work. So I would look for jobs here and there, and then I found this company. And I guess they said that I will always have work, even if there's nothing to do with driving. I would be in the warehouse doing stuff. It was either sweeping or putting an order together in the pallet. But I had work, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'll do that. And they'll pay me a couple more dollars. So I was like, I'm doing it. So at that paper company, I was doing printer paper and big rolls of paper for printing shops. But I was getting paid like a little bit because, these people are doing a shot and they're paying me a little bit, like $14, $15. And no benefits at all. Zero. It was just whatever hours you worked, that was it. And yeah, the most I got paid there was $15. I was getting 14. Then I got a raise. Then I was like, you know what? This a lot of hard work for a little bit of money. Doing a lot of overweight jobs and shit. And so I started looking for another job. And this other jobs are like, okay, we'll give you like $1 more or two, and you'll get some benefit. You'll get some okay benefits. You get in your work truck. You'll always have work, and I got in, and you know what? I was working with them. The job was easier. I didn't have to unload stuff. Maybe here and there once in a while, and I worked good hours. Whenever it got slow, they would send me to the warehouse, and I'd work right there. I didn't mind, but then I saw there's other truck drivers. They were port drivers, and I was like, man, I want to do that. And I talked to the manager, hey, where can I get more hours? Like, if I get my TWIC card to go to the port, like, yeah, you work a lot of hours. If you get a TWIC card, you can go to the port for me. And I was like, yeah. So I did it in a heartbeat, and as soon as I could get my card, I got it. It was easy. You just got to pay a fee and, go to the lie detector and, talk about your criminal history. If you're clean, you'll get it super fast like I did. I never got in trouble. I got caught doing dumb stuff, so I got my TWIC card really, really quick. And it was just like $100, or it could be a little bit more. Like 120, 130. And yeah, I'm out here in the port working. It's crazy out here. So I'm in the Long Beach, LA port. And out here, truck drivers are really aggressive, so you gotta be that way too. I became really aggressive driver. And cause right here was crazy, so you gotta be crazy too. You just gotta get down with the flow. And these people that work here, about, I want to say like 80% or 90% of them are assholes. They think they own the world, and they just yell at you. But the thing is that you gotta show them they can't be telling you stuff. You're doing your job, and that's it. They try to act crazy. You gotta show them you ain't scared. You gotta get crazy at them. Just showing you playing games, that you're not like a newbie. Cause these people fucking like yell at you and get away with all this bullshit. So you gotta be like, nope, not with me. I literally got off the truck a bunch of times, get in the face. Show them what the hell, who they're dealing with. Cause these people, I don't know, these union people are just think they're something special. So you just gotta watch out these people. Show them you ain't scared. Show them that you got balls of steel. But don't get into physical fight. You'll get kicked out and you can't come back to the port. But yeah, man, you just gotta. I got close a bunch of times to get in a fight. Cussing stuff. Squaring up, but you don't, honestly, you don't want to get in a fight in here, because you'll get kicked out. Not getting here no more. A lot of bad stories, people getting killed, people being hit by a hammer in the head, bats, just fighting, going to jail. But you can't be scared of fighting, but you just gotta be aggressive too, and hold your own. because you know, it's just how it is out here. And if you could do all that, you'd be golden. You know, coming in and out the terminals. Right now I'm at the Yangming WBCT terminal right here in Long Beach, and that's like this guy in front of me has a own chassis, and I have a own chassis too, but mine's a 3-axle. It's more for overweight. See, like 1, 2, 3 axles. I'll show you guys how to lock the container in once it's loaded. On the corner, you can see like a little piece of metal sticking out. That's a pin. You turn it and it locks the container in. Right here too, by the yellow light. So the pin you push towards the back, and it locks in the container from the front. Yeah, I drive a Freightliner. It's an M2. The cab is cheap. It gets all the heat in. My AC works. So far they fixed it not so long ago. I was dying, man. It was like over 100, 110, 120 inside. So I had to with the windows down all the time. But yeah, it's a 10-speed Eaton. Yeah, well, I'll try to get some more videos. I'm new to this. Oh, fucking it's hot. But yeah, I'm a port driver. I've been driving for 3 years, 1 year in the port. And fucking, yeah, you guys have any questions about what I do, or you want to get into this, let me know. I'll come out with other videos, me like backing in, you know, how to park a container, because they're different, you know. But yeah, man, you know, it's my first video. Thanks.